Moving into the third set of the finals. Wundren Stars versus STX Seoul. Currently, STX Seoul up 2-0. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position as the yellow Protoss, the ace Protoss player from Wundren Stars. His name is sOs.
His opponent, however, is also the ace Protoss player from STX Seoul. But just cutting into the crowd right now, Wundren Stars fans, they're parents of the players. They know that this is really important for Wundren Stars set number 3. If they lose this one, they're going to give up the lead to STX Seoul 3-0, and it's going to be hard for Wundren Stars to win the match today. His opponent from STX Seoul, spawning as Red Protoss on the top left-hand position of the map. His name is Deer.
I love those signs that they gave to the fans there. The big heads.
You know what? The fans actually put a lot of time making those. You know, the letters are handwritten, so they actually put a lot of time for the finals today.
That's good, man. Lots of, I mean, the fans really, you know, put a lot of work in for the players. They do.
And they know that the players always work hard. Whether they win or lose, they always try their best to make sure that they can win by practicing a lot for the finals. Sometimes players don't even sleep before the finals to make sure they get the perfect build going into the finals.
Yeah. I believe that was Barbie Prime that we saw.
Was it?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't sure, so I wasn't going to stop.
I met her backstage and I was doing a bit of casting. For,
oh, yeah, she's actually doing the interviews.
And the thing is, I was like, oh, Starcraft Aphrodite. She's like, no, but I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, 죄송합니다.
You know what? At least you said 죄송합니다. That's gonna that
saved you. Okay.
Yeah, that made things okay. If I said that out, oh,
you would have. Your head would have been. You would have been decapitated.
I mean, I'm Korean. I get the names wrong. I'm out.
All right. Well, we do have a double gas opening from our Wundren player, sOs. Very common, of course, in this matchup. Actually, been a while since we've seen so much PvP because we've had a break from Pro League, and of course, there's no PvPs at all in the round of 4 for the OSL. So we're going to have to see how this game progresses. You know, the players, they can go into the Twilight Tech. They can maybe go for some type of Stargate play. Who knows, man? But what if we could even see Tempests come out from sOs, man? Like, we don't... Anything is possible here.
In fact, right now... excuse me, sOs is already putting a mind game against his opponent. He built a second pylon outside of the main base. Deer scouted only one pylon inside the main base. Now he's going, okay, did you proxy something or are you just trying to fool me? Oh, well, there it is. Okay. There's a Twilight Council going down in that position. Now, is Deer going to scout the position? Or is he just going to expect the proxy Stargate outside of the map?
Man, I don't know, man. This is, I mean, it could be either proxy Stargate. Oh, I think is he gonna see it? No, he's gonna miss it!
Oh, he just right-click inside his main base!
Oh, no, he's gonna miss the proxy Twilight Council.
And you know what, this is so perfect because usually if they try to fake their opponent, they put the pylon at the natural. Deer scouted that, did not see that, and now we see Deer going towards the right top base to make sure that there's no Stargate over there, but sOs, this is perfect for him, and it's going to work out.
This is such a great map to do proxies on as well. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies you can kind of get into those buildings that your opponent will miss. And very fast expansion from Deer. He's going to go ahead and build the destructible rocks on the map there. Fantasy sitting right behind Johnny as well.
It's like, why aren't they doing the fantasy GG timing? Why are they just GGing out quickly? I know Bravo was trying to do that, but Sophie GG'd out too quick.
So it looks like
we have the 4 gates.
Yep, the 4 gate with the blink behind it versus an expansion with the Stargate follow-up. This actually may be very hard for our Wundren player or our STX player to hold.
Yeah, and the problem is with the Stargate opening after seeing your opponent going for the proxy play, they're gonna open up Phoenixes to make sure that they can defend against the Oracle, which means the Phoenixes are gonna be useless against a 4 gate from his opponent.
Yeah, and we're gonna, I mean, maybe he'll go desperate and get some Void Rays.
Oh!
Phoenix. It's gonna scout all the gateways, but will he be able to see the hidden tech as well?
Well, now he's not making the Phoenix, he's going for the Void Ray right away, so at least in that part he's gonna have some high damage units. He does have 2 additional gateways finishing up. He doesn't know about the blink, but he knows that there's an aggression, and all he has to do is hold the attack, but we already have 4 Stalkers warping in.
All right, we have sOs moving across the map, continuously making proxy pylons. The thing is, those destructible rocks, they aren't going to be too useful. You can just blink out, you know, right into that main base. Or the natural should he choose is going to go ahead and start attacking these rocks here. Or will we go for the forward blink?
Yeah, well, he needs to fake it out. He has the vision, and all he has to do is forward blink.
Not a lot of units there. I think he should just go for the forward blink. He's giving Deer too much time, but now he's going to go ahead and warp in a few additional stalkers. And as he's going to go into the natural, there he goes. Going to start going to town on a few of his probes as well. And yeah, there's just not enough units here for Deer. It looks like no forward blink though, forcing the Nexus cannon down in the main base as well. But these stalkers are just dismantling the army of Deer, and I think this is going to be a very quick game from Deer. I mean, he doesn't really have enough units to deal with the pressure here, and slowly but surely, SOS is going to be able to just pick his opponent apart.
Yeah, in fact, all Deer can do right now is make sure additional Void Rays do not get picked apart, because remember, his opponent is going for the all-in. He lost some probes, that's okay. Losing the Void Ray did really hurt him. Remember, if he has a high Void Ray count, he can defend against the attack, but now he has one less Void Rays. He only has 3 gateways in this army, and once the Nexus cannon finishes, all SOS has to do is blink in, get the Void Rays, and win the game.
That's right. I mean, 2 Void Rays, they're not going to be too useful against 12 Blink Stalkers. And the Nexus is still alive. SOS, I think he didn't anticipate this attack being so successful here, and he's a little bit... Oh, there he goes. He wanted to use the Time Warp on those units. Now he can just use his Blink Micro. He's got a critical mass. The Void Rays, they're going to end up falling here. And after the Void Rays fall, there's just a small amount of Stalkers left. The Blink Micro is going to be able to easily take care of the remaining Stalkers that Deer has. And, you know, he's desperately trying to make something work here. He needs to be pulling all of his probes if he wants to somehow defend against this attack, but I just don't see it. The Stalkers have been completely eliminated. Deer, he has no choice, man. He needs the tap out, and we're seeing a little bit of dancing there. GG is called. SOS takes set number 3 for Woongjin Stars. Finally, they get a win.
And this is when you use the 4-gate when your opponent does not expect it the most. Deer expected a regular PvP from his opponent, but smartly from Woongjin Stars player SOS, he tried to go for the 4-gate, hiding the tech behind this, and with Deer not scouting it, expecting a proxy Stargate, the build worked out perfectly. Deer, he's feeling a little bit sad right now, but you know, that was just a build order loss and he needs to deal with it.
Yeah, it was actually, I mean, going for an expansion and then a Stargate afterwards, that's going to fall to any type of really pressure. I think that you may have anticipated SOS going for more of a expansion orientated build, but clearly that wasn't the case, and also the positioning was perfect for SOS's proxy.
In fact, if I was in Deer's position, I'll get the Stargate to make sure I can get the Phoenixes out to kill the Oracles, possible Oracles from my opponent, but SOS pretty much reverse psychology. He's saying, you know what, you don't see the pylon, expect the Stargate, and I'm going to go for the 4-gate.
I guess SOS's mom, that's got to be her.
Yes.
Like, I can't see it being anyone else. But she is obviously ecstatic about her son's victory there, and helping Woongjin Stars stay alive. Without this victory, I would have felt like Woongjin Stars would have lost 4-1 or 4-2, but now there's a good chance we will end up going to the finals. We have to take a quick commercial break. When we get back...
Well, hold on. We have to introduce the players.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We have to introduce the players.
This is the finals. This is not the studio, it's the stadium.
That's right. I saw the winner thing up there, and I was like, all right, I guess it's time. But no, we'll go ahead and introduce the players next. Of course, Flying was talking to SOS there. Probably his practice partner for the majority of the PvPs there. Deer, unfortunately, just, the build order didn't really work out that well for him, and he wasn't able to scout the proxy.
I was a little bit surprised that Deer went for the early expansion, especially on those positions. If it was top right and bottom left, then the expansion would have gone down, and his opponent cannot blink into the main base easily. But with those 2 positions, it allowed SOS to blink inside the main base or the natural, wherever he chooses to go.
Yeah, all right, well, the players have been introduced. We have Free from Woongjin Stars and Hiva from STX Seoul shaking hands. Now we're going to go into the commercial break. So when we come back, set 4 on Belshir Vestige, Free versus Hiva.